In the lush, emerald-hued landscapes of North Sumatra, where the Deli River flowed like a lifeblood through the heart of the wilderness, stood a humble abode that concealed a world of secrets and untold tales. It was here, amidst the whispers of the wind and the gentle lapping of the river's waves against the shore, that two brothers, C1 and C2, had grown up in a world of their own making, a realm of boundless imagination, where stories were woven into the very fabric of existence, and the ties of brotherhood were forged in the fire of adversity. The meadow, a tapestry of vibrant wildflowers, swaying gently in the breeze like a chorus of dancing nymphs, was their playground, a place where dreams were crafted, fantasies were conjured, and the unbreakable bond between brothers was tempered like fine steel in the crucible of shared experience. The soft earth, a canvas awaiting the brushstrokes of their imagination, and the soothing melody of the river, a lullaby that cradled their souls, had become an integral part of their very being. Sunny afternoons, with the warmth of the sun seeping into every pore like a benediction from above, held endless possibilities for adventure, but it was on this particular day that the brothers' lives would forever be altered by the unforgiving hand of fate. The air was alive with anticipation as C2, the younger and more carefree of the two, lay sprawled across the soft earth, his eyes aglow with wonder as he delved into the hidden worlds of the meadow. But, in an instant, the harmony of the afternoon was shattered like a brittle reed beneath the weight of reality. A hiss, a warning that pierced the air like a dagger to the heart, and a cobra emerged from the shadows, its eyes blazing with malevolence as it struck C2's leg with deadly precision. The pain that surged through him was like a tidal wave crashing against the shores of his consciousness, shattering the tranquility of the moment and leaving C2 clutching at his leg in terror. The world around them dissolved into chaos as C1, his heart racing like a runaway carriage, rushed to his brother's side. The fear that threatened to consume him was tempered by a fierce determination, a resolve that burned within him like a fire that could not be quenched. He swooped down, lifting C2 into his arms with the tenderness of a devoted lover, and began a desperate sprint towards the safety of their home. The world seemed to slow down as they traversed the treacherous terrain, every step feeling like an eternity as the fate of his brother hung precariously in the balance. The sound of his own ragged breathing was the only solace he had, a stark reminder that time itself was running out. At their home, their father, S, stood frozen in horror, his expression a map of anguish and foreboding as he took in the full extent of C2's injuries. Without hesitation, he swept his sons into a desperate bid for survival, instructing C1 to prepare for an urgent journey across the river to the nearest health center. The journey was a blur of panic and fear, the medical staff at the center swift and decisive in their actions as they administered antivenom treatment. The waiting room seemed an eternity of suspended animation, the air thick with tension and foreboding, as C1 clung to his father's hand, praying for a miracle. And then, like a ray of sunlight piercing the clouds, there was a glimmer of hope. The medical staff reported that C2 had begun to show signs of recovery, his breathing steady, his color returning to its natural hue. As the brothers sat side by side, their hands clasped together in a bond of love and solidarity, C1 leaned over and whispered softly into the ear of his brother, "Don't worry, I'll always be here for you." The words were a promise as unshakable as the mountains that loomed above them, a promise forged in the fire of adversity, tempered by the trials they had faced, and strengthened by the hidden dangers that lurked beneath the surface of their idyllic world. As the darkness receded and the light began to seep back into the shadows, one thing became glaringly evident: nothing would ever be the same again. The bond between brothers had been tested, tempered, and transformed in the crucible of adversity, forged anew in the fire of shared experience and strengthened by the very trials that had threatened to tear them asunder.